And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old school coach who goes with his own perception.
Now Hibbert. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Clarkson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
He hits the second from the line. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person, Clark, stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Hibbert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And that's going to be a travel. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Russell against Curry. Now here is Bogut. Defense right on him. And here's Iguodala outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. To the right side. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And it's Iguodala again missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And that one's good.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Wide open. And it's Iguodala again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Thompson with the bucket. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Hibbert. And the layup is good. Hibbert's got his first basket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Iguodala's drive, and the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Julius Randle. First personal foul.
Here's Thompson. The three-pointer, no good. Randle passes to Kobe. Got it from 16 feet. Kobe's got 5. Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Thompson right side. There's the triple. That's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kobe, that's for 2. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Big shot on the way. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Iguodala wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they won it.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Huertas passes to Bass. Warriors with the rebound. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Iguodala. Got a piece of it. Here's Huertas, guarded by Curry. Green with the block. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition. And it's sent back by Russell. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. .34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the basket by Curry.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Pass down low. Bogut on him. A second chance effort. Bass can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Curry attacking. And it goes at the buzzer.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
No explanation, no excuses, no hesitation, no fear.
And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that it's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Outside Williams. A 3-ball. And the Lakers with another miss.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Outside Curry. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very top Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lakers trail by 16. And it's Bryant in the corner. Randall kicks to Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
To end the run, that's good. Kobe's got 9 points.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Bogut, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Curry's shot is good. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Warriors.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And guys, add to that the fact that they have really done a great job of attacking the ball handler with their defensive pressure and forcing turnovers. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Williams attacking. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion.
From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. On its way from Curry for 2. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Green.
And Williams certainly does personify that 6th-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Here's Hibbert. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Larry Nance has checked in for Lou Williams. Here's Nance. Flushes it down to finish the break.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit in at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful. when they play the game like this.
And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
So as we conclude the first half.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 27 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, your take. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
That's his third person, the team's first.
It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 32 points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Russell tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And stolen by Russell. Here's Clarkson, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
90 seconds now into the second half. Russell dishes to Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hibbert's got 6 points.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Bryant drives in, but they recover it. And it's off the back rim. No good. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Bogut.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Randall passes to Hibbert. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Kobe. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th, second team.
Outside Curry. Launches it. That's good. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Kobe, that's for 2. And the Lakers with another miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And stolen by Hibbert. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Curry pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
3-on-3. Williams for 3. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Again, Golden State.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
It's Curry outside. Hibbert pulls it in. LA's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Brandon Bass is checked in for Roy Hibbert. Knocked loose. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Bryant's shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Curry. He has 38 in the game. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And 4th. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And Los Angeles guys shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Curry's got 41.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Brown kicks to Black, and it's sent back by Bogut. And he recovers it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Full 24-second shot clock. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. From deep. The Lakers with the rebound. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
It's Curry outside. Count that one. Curry's got 44.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
From deep three-point range, the shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Brown. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Kelly. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Off target from outside. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The offensive rebound. Feeds it to Curry. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Kelly.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Curry, wide open, gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Took him no time at all on that one. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago. Signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
It's stolen by Bogut. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Curry with the 3, and the Warriors miss again. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Hardly only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Here's Bogut, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. No good on the free throw. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Lou Williams has checked in for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down.
Oh,
jam! Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Curry dishes to Bogut. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an in-sync. No contest.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Stephen Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
But they'll get another chance.
That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Bass passes to Black, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that